Tell me a little bit about your like anime journey. Do you remember what your like gateway anime was?
Gateway. So, okay, for a long time, I've been thinking it's been Dragon Ball Z, the Broly movie, until right, I learned that Speed Racer was an anime, and I'm like, I've been watching that since I was a child. So I guess I've been watching anime before I even like realized it. Dragon Ball Z, I feel, would be the one that was like, okay, I want to see more of like what's going on here. The one that really stuck with me the most, and my favorite even to this day, is Naruto. Naruto and all of the life lessons in that show kind of shaped me as a person.
What sort of drew you to create within the anime space? Because that's the thing that's really interesting, is sometimes I feel like there's this level of, oh, I'm making art based on somebody else's art, but art can't exist without reflecting on itself. So can you tell me a little about like how your creative process started?
I feel like it truly began with like me being inspired by like who Naruto was as a character and all the characters within the anime, you know, having like moments that truly resonate with me. Like I'm a child and I'm like, am I supposed to be relating with this like this? You know, like I watch cartoons. Like I wasn't relating with SpongeBob, but like Naruto, I was like, I was right there. I felt like I was in it. When I started to film, you know, back on the Vine days and pushing over to YouTube and doing bigger projects, I was kind of like, you know, I've always followed my heart when it comes to filming, and like, you know, my heart was telling me like, you know, I should make videos based on anime, the things like I truly love, you know? So it started with Naruto, honestly. Like back in the Vine days, I kind of started to like sprinkle in Naruto and people liked it. And I was like, oh, y'all like anime too? I like anime. So then when we pushed over to YouTube, you know, I just took a chance. I was like, you know, I want to show people like this is what I love, you know? So I made a video, and you know, it was Hood Naruto Part 3, and that's probably one of the most viral ones. I think it has over like 20 million views on YouTube or something like that. And it just blew up. And I don't know, I didn't think twice about it. I was just like, I'm just having fun.
Yeah.
It's still, years later, I'm still having fun. And here we are at Crunchyroll premiering the video here at Crunchyroll. You know, it's mind blowing.
Yeah. When you were growing up, did you have a lot of other friends that were into anime as well?
Yes and no. I feel like, you know, when I was back in high school, it was very like a secret society of some sort. Like everyone, like certain people watched it, but no one talked about it. And I don't know, I feel like as I was, you know, starting to exit high school, it started to become more like popular, and now, as people say, it's mainstream. And now, you know, you see it with sports centers and everywhere. It's everywhere now, you know? So, you know, I didn't really have too many friends who watched it, but after high school, I ran into a lot of people who like loved anime, and that's how a lot of my friends and I became friends. It's just like, you like Naruto, I like Naruto, you like Dragon Ball Z, I love Dragon Ball Z.
You're connecting with people with whom you have shared interests. And then in your case, also, you get to collaborate with some of them and use them in your work.
Yeah, so it's always a collaborative process when it comes to videos, but I mean, you know, I'm shooting for the stars, but when it comes to this Jujutsu Kaisen video that's going to be dropping on August 20th on my channel, we're trying to get a very special cameo. And if that happens, I think the world's going to freak out.
When it comes to like choosing the titles that you're going to, you know, make the Hood versions of, what tends to attract you to the story itself?
So I feel like it starts with like the inspiration and what truly connected me to that anime. Like, you know, we've done Naruto, we've done Cowboy Bebop, we've done Dragon Ball Super, we're doing Jujutsu Kaisen, we've done Demon Slayer. I don't know, I feel like every time I watch these animes, it's a moment that I see in the show that I'm like, wow, like that really, like, it struck something in me. And I want to find a way to pay homage to that in the greatest way I can. And to me, that's through film. You know, it's happened with all of those animes and now Jujutsu Kaisen, so here we are.
You're such, as I said, like an icon within anime fandom, but also such a positive representation, I think, for other Black anime fans. And I want to know more about, like, what has your experience, like, do you feel like you have people that come up to you and they say, oh my gosh, like, I see myself in you and I feel represented by your work?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the greatest version of that is like coming out to these conventions and like actually like speaking to people, you know, seeing my supporters like face to face, and I get to have these heart-to-heart conversations. And that's where I really get those true like you changed my life. Like, you let me know like it was cool to watch anime and represent it outside my home. Like, you know, for me, like, you know, I step out the house like this, you know, like this is just a wave. I don't know. I feel like how I create these films and how I walk and how I speak, I definitely think that has changed and touched a lot of people who look just like me across the world. So
it's an important job, but you know, someone's got to do it, and you carry it well.
Thank you.
Do you have any favorite like memories from your filming process on the new JJK that's coming out that you can give a little like behind the scenes story?
Okay, so one of the actors who plays Todo, Matt, he was my first boxing trainer. So like when it came to looking for Todo, like who's gonna represent Todo, the Todo, right? Mm-hmm. You know, I'm looking through like my Instagram and I'm scanning the world, and I'm like, this guy has to be like the strongest person I know, and Matt is one of the strongest people I know. And I hit him up, I'm like, hey, like, you know, would you be interested in playing Todo in the Jujutsu Kaisen video? He's like, what? That's my favorite anime character. And I'm like, I think this is kind of gonna work, you know? So like, you know, bringing them on set, it really felt like a flow, you know, like it was no bumpy roads with him. Like he's a really hard worker. And I remember when we were doing the intro video, like we did like a little intro theme song for the video. When you see it, you're gonna see it. We're filming it. And one of my friends hears us and we're bickering on set, and they're like, wow, you guys really argue like Yuji and Todo. And I'm like, I don't know, at this point, like this is just who we are at this point. So yeah,
it's very serendipitous, and it feels like that's just the way that it was all meant to come together.
I think we actually are becoming best friends. It's kind of scary. So yeah. You
know, on our fandom wiki pages, a lot of the time people, when they have a page within a wiki, there's a lot of like trivia and interesting facts about them. I mean, I'm hearing from some of your pals here that, you know, you got an album coming out, you singer.
Okay, so he's trolling me. I am not a singer, you know, but I dabble in the rapping, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I don't got any plans right now, you know, but maybe in the future.
Maybe in the future.
As of now, I'm a full-time actor, director, writer, entertainer. That's me. You can check me out, King Vader, everywhere, okay? Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter.
All the places.
All the places. Google me, you know what I'm saying? We got a lot of cool, dope videos from anime to Marvel to cinematic to just all things awesome. That's what we do over here.
And also be sure to watch Hood Jujutsu Kaisen August 20th.
August 20th on my channel, King Vader. It's going to be a spectacle.